everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be installing the Renogy Inverter with built-in transfer switch. You're going to get quite a few things in the box. It was surprising when I saw it, and it was a good surprise. Some of the things that you're going to see are power cables. Depending on what size inverter you get the appropriate size power cables for it. Have you ever priced out how expensive power cables are? You're going to get sort of hardware to mount and a remote power switch with the cable for it. What's nice about this is that you can set your inverter in the back of the camper. Have it by the opening, so all you got to do is push this and it turns on the inverter. This way you can leave the inverter off when not in use because it does draw some power even when you're not running an appliance through there. You're going to get a manual, a warranty card, and some kind of decals. And of course, we have the star of the show here, the inverter. We have a 2,000 watt unit here. This is the big boy. They offer this inverter and a 1,000 watt, a 2,000 watt, and a 3,000 watts. We have a 1,000 watt on the truck right now. We're going to be running quite a bit of appliances in the future. So we're doing a bit of an upgrade. But this time I'm actually going to wire the AC input so we can have a transfer switch. That is the key here, is the transfer switch, and we're going to demonstrate that today. So this thing not only converts 2,000 watts of power, it does it in a very clean manner. It is a pure sine wave, so it's safe for all of your electronics. You don't got to worry about any of your equipment burning out due to a dirty signal. What makes this one particularly special is a transfer switch that basically turns this into an uninterruptible power supply. You plug in your AC inputs, you plug in your DC inputs, you have AC outputs. If you run out of shore power, if you're connected at camp, you lose shore power, it switches instantly to the batteries in a seamless manner. Safety features are going to include such as overload protection, over temperature, over voltage, short circuit and under voltage protection, as well as a GFCI. So yes, this has GFCI protection as well. So what does all that mean? Well, that means this is a big inverter with a huge capacity that is safe to use and has power backup to whatever battery you hook it up to. So you're not going to have to worry about losing power in the middle of the night. You use a CPAP machine, you're at camp, you're plugged into shore power goes out, your machine stays connected. Such a beautiful day today also to do this. Let's walk through the installation process and the bench, and then we're going to move on to the truck. It's going to be going on to a 2019 Ram 1500. I have a camper on it, and you're going to see that it's equipped pretty well with Renogy. We have an inverter up there. It's 1,000 watt. We're stepping it up. In preparation for this, remember, this takes AC inputs. That is the star feature here, is the uninterruptible power supply feature. So in anticipation for this install, I did install a shore power plug on the truck. I drilled a hole on the forward side of the camper, and we have a wire running to where I'm going to be installing this, and that's going to be our AC input. So that means all I have to do when I get to camp is connect an extension cord from the outside of the camper to shore power. And this system will automatically do what it has to do. Let's talk about the install process. It's got these nice covers. We're gonna pop off. These will go on once everything's connected. It is nice that this is basically a toolless cover. On mine, I'm going to cut an opening on the side because I'm going to run my cables sideways. So once we get this mounted, we're gonna get our battery cables connected. In many cases, when you install the power cable, you're done because you'll just turn it on and use AC output. However, remember, this is a transfer switch, so we're gonna install the cable coming for our plug for shore power. It also has an output for AC, so you can expand your AC system throughout the car if you want more than just these two outlets. Before we connect our inverter here, we're gonna run our cable through this. You don't wanna connect it first because then you're not gonna be able to get this on. So you have your AC output here, your AC input here. So we're gonna put our cable through this side right here and our extension cord through this side because we are gonna run additional AC output ports from there. So we have our AC input connected. We have two AC outputs as well as a high current one here. I'm going to run this one probably along here so I can use it in my little kitchenette that I got going on. For now, I'll leave it right here. We have our DC inputs connected. So I think I am ready to go. Actually, you know what? Remote switch. But you know what? I'll do that later. The remote switch you can add anytime. So let's go ahead and put things back together. And I think it's time to test this bad boy. Good morning, everybody. It's a new day. Don't say nothing about my hair. I know it's a little more proper. I got it tied back. Don't worry. I didn't cut it. Anyways, the install's done. Let's check it out. Okay, so it's time to do a demo and show you how this works. We're going to start off by turning on the system. Our remote switch makes it nice and easy. So I'm going to show you the battery voltage through a multimeter as it sits right now without a load, as well as through the app. So our voltage on the battery is about 13.3 volts without a load. Let's check out the app. So now we are looking at our inverter through the app. We're putting out 0 amps because we have nothing on right now. But it's showing an indicated voltage input of 13.3 volts. So here's my shore power inputs. I'm going to plug it in. So now our inverter is connected to shore power. We are going to turn on the heat gun that's going to pull quite a bit of power. This should not drop too far. It should barely move, if anything. Right now it's 13.3. Sometimes it goes to 13.29. It should stay pretty much relatively the same. And then we're going to disconnect shore power, and you're going to see the voltage drop because now the system is going to switch to batteries. Since we have the heat gun, you're going to be able to hear if there is any interruption, and you won't. So here we have our heat gun, 1500 watts. We'll go ahead and put it on max as well to just draw as much power as we can. We are sitting at 13.3, 13.29 volts. So I'm going to turn it on, and there shouldn't be any drop in the batteries, and I'm going to show it through the app as well. While it's on, I'm going to disconnect it and then show the voltage drop. It's going to switch to the batteries seamlessly. Alright, so 13.29 volts on the battery. Let's go ahead and turn on the heat gun to max. No draw, no load on the battery. So now we're going to take a look at our app and confirm that the battery on the app also shows around a 13.29 volt. So our inverter output amp shows 0 because we're on shore power. So it's basically just bypassing the inverter process. So that's why our output amp is 0. We have an input voltage of 13.3 volts. Let's take a look at our battery. Our battery is drawing a half an amp, but that's going to be from the fridge, as the fridge is connected directly to DC. So that's good. So we're still running 13.29 volts. I'm going to disconnect shore power, and now we have a load, and the fans are kicking on, and you can hear that it switched seamlessly. There was no interruption. Let's take a look at our app. So we're looking at our app, now. We're drawing 1,455 watts. You can hear it running in the background, I'm sure. So we're using 72.5% of our inverter capacity. You can see that it's 12.14 amps at 120 volts. So we're good there. So now we're gonna plug our system back in and see if it transitions back now. Here's our cable disconnected. We have a load on the battery. I'm going to connect it back to shore power, and we're going to see the switch. It will switch back. 12.29, give it a few seconds. And you can hear the load change, and we're at 12.98. So we're climbing back up. We are back on shore power, just as if you were to experience a blackout. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is our demonstration of the Renogy 2000 watts inverter, pure sine wave, has Bluetooth, auto transfer switch. This thing needs to go into your camper. Alright, well, that's it for me. See you guys later, and like the video, share it, and go get your own.